Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to European Truck Simulator 2, welcome to Folkestone in the UK. We did swap trucks, we're in our Mercedes, and we swapped trailers. This is a Narco trailer, I believe that's how it's pronounced, by KAST. Cast is the modder. I haven't put a skin on it yet, but I did throw our green, our corporate green on there. Most importantly, this is 1.38, and this was kind of a surprise to me, as 1.38 for ATS was. But the main difference that I see, it's primarily a graphics upgrade, but the main difference that I see is when we look here, as in ATS, in our graphics panel, we've got now SSAO, which I have set to high. Everything is maxed out, and we are running with no filters right now. I wanted you to get an accurate idea of how the game looks. And one other thing, we can quickly go here, take a look here. When we go to upgrade now, under paint, we do have a paint picker now, which has been, a lot of people have wanted that for a long time. So that has been added to the game. Good on you, SCS. I continue to be impressed by this company and all the things they do. So we picked up in Calais, and we're going to Southampton. So we'll hop right in here. We'll get this fired up. We'll get the brake off. We'll back up a little bit. All right. Just a little bit. And we'll get on out of here. And I need to remember. I really need to remember. I always forget this, and it's been a long time since we've been in the UK. But I really need to remember to drive on the left. Drive on the left. So as far as mods for 1.38, the only things that did not come through for me was the Mercedes Aero trailer, that prototype Streamliner trailer, which I kind of wanted to get rid of anyway, so we went ahead and sold that. And then I had a small lights kit. Our Austrian emission stickers didn't come through, and I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of things that did not carry over to 1.38, so we've been able to keep our same profile going, and we've been able to keep virtually all of the same mods going. So yeah, super happy with this so far. Let's get the windows up. I will never get used to that. Let's get the windows up. Beautiful. Oh, what a fantastic sim. How can you not like this sim? I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people don't really understand it. It's a different kind of sim, but I love it. I really do. One of my all-time favorites. So what is going on? It's Friday for me. It's Saturday for you. We made it. We made it through another week. Good for us. You know, you say that, but I feel like this summer, this spring, when we say it, we can mean it. We really have made it through the week. You know, we don't talk about anything serious here on the channel. We don't talk about current events, other than to say we made it. So, yeah, we'll just keep doing what we do. We'll figure it out. All right, what else is going on? We got 1.38 for ETS and ATS now. Fantastic. We've got if it is like other DLC in the past, what's going to happen is we will have both of these patches will pass from beta into full retail, and then from there, a couple days after, we'll have our DLC. I hope. I thought those DLC would be available for 1.37. I guess it's going to be 1.38, but that's fine. We'll take it. You know, we'll take it. And I don't know why I'm looking forward to these more than I've looked forward to other DLC. I mean, I think, well, on the ATS side, we started with California. We had California to begin with. I love California. It's sort of home, I guess. It's not where I'm from, but it's where I live. Oh. But I'm really looking forward to Colorado. Colorado is a special place to me, and to a lot of other people as well. It's an amazing place. Idaho, I've spent a lot of time there. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it. And then on the ETS side, I think the reason I'm looking forward to Iberia is, for me, that will sort of close out Western Europe. I mean, it is a European truck simulator. And I feel like once we have Spain, Iberia, once we have the peninsula, that is going to be virtually all of Western Europe from the UK all the way to like Turkey. Turning. And from Scandinavia all the way to like Corsica and Sicily. To me, that is all of Europe. At that point, we are a true, proper European truck simulator. I know Texas is going to be a thing at some point. I know Russia is going to be a thing at some point. I'm looking forward to both of those in a different kind of way. But for some reason, these two DLC, I don't know. And it could be with everything else that's going on. It's like everything feels like a little victory. Everything feels like something to celebrate. You know, the little things. So, looking forward to those. And then, yeah, as far as other things that I'm looking forward to, it's going to be, the rest of the summer for me is going to be a lot of good times as far as gaming. We're on a quarter tank, a little bit more than a quarter tank. Let's go ahead and fill up. So early July 10th for both of them is going to be F1 2020 and NASCAR Heat 5. NASCAR Heat 5, I think of, well, NASCAR Heat 4, I think of that more as a game than a sim. But I know people that feel the same way about, moment please. I know people feel the same way about the F1 franchise. So to me, the F1 franchise, that's a sim. And NASCAR Heat is a game. Regardless, they're both going to be available. Well, I'm going to pre-order both of them, so I will have access to them on the 7th. Hey, look who's fancy. I'll have both of those in a week and a half or so. And I'm looking forward to NASCAR Heat 5 to see, I don't know, is it different? Is it better? I like NASCAR Heat 4, but I don't know. There are some games where, to me, it feels like they're really interested in a younger audience, or it's kind of a branded game. And whoever the owner of that brand is, NASCAR in this case, is always looking to grow their brand. And so the game is, I don't know. It's like if you want to have serious NASCAR races, you go to iRacing. If you want to have some fun, or if you're a kid, you go to NASCAR Heat. I don't know a lot of people that take it super seriously as a sim. So it does have kind of a kid's feel to it. And I'm curious if NASCAR Heat 5 is going to carry that over, or if it's going to be more serious. And then F1 2020, as I'm looking at it more and more, well, let me go off on a tangent. That's never happened before. When I first got MotoGP 20, I thought, yeah, this is MotoGP 19 with a couple things added. And in some ways it is. You know, they haven't like completely redesigned the game or anything. But the career aspect does have, it's got, I don't know, it works. There is an appeal to it. And in F1 2020, from what I'm seeing, you can build your own team. Like, you can build your own team. Rather than being one of the 10 teams that are on the grid, you can build your own team. You can pick a primary sponsor, you can pick secondary sponsors, you can pick an engine supplier. You can, run a team. So there is a management aspect. And again, using iRacing as an example. I talk about iRacing a lot. iRacing to me is like the purest form of PC sim racing that you're ever going to have. And I know there are teams and leagues and drama and intrigue and gossip and backfighting and all that stuff. But that's optional. If you just want to drive cars, iRacing is the place to do it. You don't have to do anything but drive cars. Just drive cars. The management aspect that they bring into sims like MotoGP 20 or F1 2020, I mean, there's a management aspect in F1 19. I have to say I kind of like it. It does, you don't strictly have to role play it or take it to the extreme, but it does kind of fill it out a little bit. There's more to do than just lap after lap after lap. There's things you have to sort of plan and think about. So I'm looking forward to that. And I understand it's going to be a polished up version of F1 19. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to it. And I have high hopes for that as well. NASCAR Heat 5, maybe not quite so much. Then Train Sim World drops the first week of August 6th. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I already ranted about that last episode. We don't need to talk about that anymore. But we'll see. I'm ready to be surprised in either direction. I'm also ready to not be surprised. You know what I'm saying. I'm ready to be as disappointed as I know I'm going to be. And then first week of September, we get the embargo lifts on WRC 8. And that one, I don't know. I know people say that is a super realistic rally sim, and to me, I think it's a little bit more arcade, a little bit more cartoony than the Dirt franchise. Not terribly so. It's still, it's awfully realistic, but the graphics and I don't know, it's not quite, to me, it's not quite as tight as the Dirt franchise. So we'll see about that. That'll be my first time spending really a lot of time in it. And then early October, Dirt 5 drops. So it's going to be, and let me just confirm my speed limit here. It is 80. So it's going to be kind of a busy summer and early fall for me. And I'm looking forward to that. I definitely want to, we are doing, putting my foot down, we are doing a career series. We're going to do a bunch of episodes of F1 2020. I just have to find a way to make it work. I have to find a way to bring racing to the channel. That's as good an opportunity as any, I suppose. And I also, there's a big Steam sale going on. Do you not know that? If you don't know that, there's a big Steam sale going on. Like everything is on sale, like 50 to 90% off. I went a little bit crazy yesterday. I had a few items on my wish list. I had things on my wish list in like, DCS. There's, I don't know, 100 DLC for DCS, and they're all like $50. It's crazy. And a lot of them were on sale. Most of them were on sale for like half off. So I went a little bit, maybe not the best, speed it up here, maybe not the best day for my debit card, but I beat up the Steam store a little bit, and I got a lot of DLC for DCS, and I found a group. I'm not going to tell you the name of it yet, because they haven't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fully vetted. I'm not pre-approved. But I found a group that does a lot of big, 20 on 20 and 30 on 30 World War II battles, and I really want to get that Mustang going. One of my frustrations with DCS has been the DLC and the fact that the game itself is free, and it comes with a couple training aircraft. If you want to do anything with it, you have to buy DLC, and the DLC are expensive. So I kept buying DLC, I thought, for the Mustang. Carefully. I thought for the Mustang, and it seemed like there was never anything to do with the Mustang. I'm used to, I guess, something different, a different type of game or a different type of gameplay where the game sort of tells you, okay, you do this next. I don't need things to be 100% linear, but help me out here. Get me started. And with DCS, that is not the way. I suspect that you're meant to build the scenarios yourself. I think you buy a map and then you build missions yourself, and there's not a lot of literature on that. There's not a lot of tutorial on that. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. So hopefully I can get hooked up with these guys, and ideally, if I make it through my training, then they've got the scenarios built. As long as you have the DLC for that area, then you just join the server, join the MP server at the right time, and they will slot you in where they want you. And apparently they play pretty realistically. So yeah, you start on the ground, engine off, the whole deal, and it's take off and fly in formation 50 miles, and then do something, and while all that's going on, you've got another, what is happening here? We going straight, sir? We are going straight. And while all that's going on, the other 20 people in the server, they're taking off an equal distance away from the target, flying toward it, and then you all meet up there, and there's a big dust up, a big fur ball. So, looking forward to that, and I want to bring flight to the channel as well. So, as we move through summer and into fall, expect more racing, more flight sim, and with Train Sim World 2, I did say Train Sim World 2 earlier, did I not? I didn't say Train Sim World 2020 is releasing on August 6th. Train Sim World 2020, already out. Train Sim World 2 is the one that is releasing. But, I don't know. I've already talked about it. I'm not going to talk about it again. We'll see. We got a month and a half. We'll see what happens on August 6th. We'll see what we get. And I think Yep, that's about it. Other than that, man, I go through Steam. It's crazy that that sale started yesterday because right before that sale, I swear, for like 36 hours before that sale was announced, I didn't even know it was coming. I'm out of the loop. But before that sale happened, I was kind of prowling around like, man, there have got to be Sims that you know what I mean? There have got to be Sims that I'm not simming. I'm missing something, and I don't think I am. I think most, if not all of the proper Sims, I think, whoa, carefully, I think we've already got them all. I really do. And then on top of that, we have a lot of, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Sim Light? I don't know, Simcade. We have games. They are games, but they're pretty realistic games, but they don't rise to the level of realism required to be called a sim. Did I say that right? I think I did. So yeah, we got them all. And I think I'd like to hope I monitor these things closely enough that when a new one is announced or when something new is going to drop, like Automobilista 2, like Train Sim World 2, almost missed that one though, that kind of snuck under the radar. WRC is already out. What was the other one? Dirt 5. Yeah, we'll get Dirt 5 as soon as it drops. So I'm going to slow down a little bit more here. And I think that might be... Yeah, I'm looking at two things here. I'm looking at miles per hour on the road signs. I'm looking at kilometers per hour in the GPS. All right, so we go around the traffic circle. Oh, these are tricky. These are tricky when you've been in continental Europe for a while. Got to reverse everything in my head on the fly. All right, so then we go around here. Oh dear. If we make it through this unscathed, I'm going to be very, very happy. So we come around here, and then we get over here. Yeah, then we go here. We stay in this lane, and then we go over here. I think I did that right. I think I did. All right. And now right in here. I think this is us. Yep, it is. Fantastic. All right, it wasn't a super long trip, but we made it with no damage. Which is, I don't know, maybe we should aim a little higher than that. But, you know, sometimes that's as good as it gets. All right, so we'll get this flipped around. We'll get it parked up. And we'll call it. So right over here. Right about over in here somewhere. Oh, one of the other mods that did not make it through is and how's this for obscure? The Real Refrigerator brand mod for your reefer trucks. So right now, this is a KAST trailer. So we've got Mitsu cooling unit on it. But if we were driving an SCS, if we were hauling an SCS trailer, it would have a no-name reefer on it. So there is a mod that lets those, causes those to be overwritten with real refrigeration company names, and for some reason that didn't carry through. And I think what I figured is you can sort of adjust that manually. You can build a mod so that it stays current for any version of the game. You can set it up so that if the numbers don't match, it does not carry over. And I think some modders do that intentionally so that it's never their mod crashing your game. All right, that's it. There you go. We'll prowl around the UK a little bit in further episodes, but that's it. That's 1.38. Thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of European Truck Simulator 2. We'll see you next time. Take care now.